Hi everybody, it's Doug Simon DJ for another video for NobodyMotivation.com, where we aim to hit you up with videos on a weekly basis designed to educate, motivate and inspire you to achieve your biggest, brightest, boldest goals. Now I'm at my friend's house, Godfrey's. I'm going to show him in a minute, and I'm just chilling out the last day in Zimbabwe before I go back to the UK. So I just want to talk about something that I feel that is important, and that is understanding what is the beautifulest name you can ever hear in this world. When I grew up in the UK, most teachers struggled to pronounce my name. Yeah, the name is Douglas Hamidishe, but they will struggle. Some of them were used to even forget, just call me Douglas, and they'll totally ignore that I have a surname. And that ultimately lowers your confidence. In life, the most beautifulest name is your own name, okay? When you hear somebody pronounce your name or even attempt to pronounce your name correctly, that is a sign of respect. In business, a lot of successful people take a lot of time in remembering the people that they're going to meet for business meetings. If you have a serious meeting and you cannot pronounce or you fail to recognize the person that you're speaking to, you will not have a successful meeting. One of the first things you need to recognize is their name to them is the most important name you could ever mention. So please take time and do your research before you do any meetings and remember their name.
Hi guys, it's Ken Murukuti. I just want to follow up from what Douglas was going on about. I think, name. The most beautiful name that you can ever hear is actually your name, and you got to take pride in it because, it's more than just a name. It's who you are. It gives you identity. It defines you as a person. And I think that is important because, as Doug was saying, people couldn't pronounce his name and it actually destroyed him as a kid. They put him through trauma. And I think, therefore, when one understands the importance of their own name, it is paramount to your success and also to defining who you are and what impact you're going to make on this planet. So I take it that, as I said, my name is Kennedy Murukuti. A lot of people may not be able to pronounce it as well, or may think, oh, well, who is he or whatever. But the point is this. From that, I take it that once they're able to say my name, they've made the effort to actually to get to know me. So their following questions will be getting to understand what my value system is and what I'm about and what I'm able to contribute. And in just them acknowledging those things, I'm more willing and more wanting to engage with them. So coming back to it all, the most beautiful thing, name, is your name. Exploring the concept of why names are important in a business context. I think one of the things that makes names important in a business context is that by actually being able to remember someone's name and actually pronounce it or make a good effort at pronouncing it and getting it right, you actually are giving them respect in the first instance. And the first thing you do when you walk into meetings, you shake hands and you say hello, you acknowledge other people's presence, and when you know their names, it's actually vital because then it takes them a step back. I know for sure for me, when someone is able to pronounce my name properly and remembers it from a previous encounter, then I actually think, wow, this person has made an effort. So therefore, I will pay more attention to what they've got to say. I will listen to more what they've got to say, and I'll be more inclined to work with them. Yet when someone walks into a room, looks at my name at my nameplate and actually says my first name because it's an English name, but then makes a poor attempt of even trying to say my last name, and then comes up with some lame excuse, I immediately start switching off and thinking, well, hang about, if this person really wants to work with me and he can't even pronounce or doesn't even make an effort to say my name, then we lost. And equally, the same thing applies to me as well, to all of us. We've got difficult names because we are Africans. We Zimbabweans, our names are difficult for people that are of European descent. But equally, if we go to China, to us, they've got difficult names. But yet, I will still make an effort to pronounce their name and to learn how to say their name. And I think that is just validating the relationship that we are starting. And that can only be but a big positive for the business relationship that we want to build. So I'll leave you with that, make
Correct.
an effort.
Correct. Correct. As my brother says, you have to make the effort. Another thing I just want to touch upon is shortening somebody's name without their permission. My name is Douglas. For you to call me Doug, you have to ask me for my permission first. And normally I'll say, no, you call me Douglas because that is what my name is, and that's how that's how I function. You don't call me Doug unless I give you that consent. So shortening people's name can be very, very offensive. If it's Susan and you can call a woman Sue, you're likely to upset that person. And if you're conducting business or you're having an educational relationship, whatever relationship it is, please use the correct syntax, okay? Pronounce their name correctly if you can, but do not shorten somebody's name without their permission.